defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give is to Taylor. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Newton. Finds his man. It's White. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Frazier. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pulls it in. It's Hale. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Newton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So Then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the Dogs are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Powell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Newton. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will give them the lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Oklahoma. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Newton. Makes the catch. It's White. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's going to run it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got him this time. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Bring in the heat. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Ready. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Newton. He's got him. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Simmons. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Taylor. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Pass
rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The short hands, it's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man, it's Williams. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is what...
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Everett. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Newton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 31 to Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Newton. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try the outside to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They kick it away on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Unloads to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense putting points on the board. They tack on a little extra here in the fourth and just about set to break this long losing streak.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they swarm him under. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this